Daniel Jones injured a hamstring against the Bengals last week. Hasn't practiced all week. It would be Colt McCoy. Here is offensive coordinator Jason Garrett talking about Colt McCoy, the backup to Daniel Jones.
I thought Colt did a really good job last week in the game, just getting comfortable and allowing us to function as an offense. And I thought he handled himself really well. And, depending on how this thing plays out this week, we'll try to get him some work and some reps. And if he does have to play in the ball game this week, hopefully he'll be comfortable. So you look for things he's done in his past that he's comfortable with you or with somebody else, just so when that ball is snapped, it's all internalized in him. He's just going out there and playing football.
Jason Garrett with the Sean McVay shouting at the front of the meeting room style to the press conference, but that's fine.
Hey, by the way, Mike, could Jason Garrett sell ice to Eskimos?
Well, hey, he managed to sell himself to the Joneses for a lot longer than most people think, so the answer to that would be yes. Hey, the Giants, it's just weird. I can't get my brain around the fact that the Giants are a contender, but in the grossly watered-down NFC East, they are. I don't know what the drop-off is from Daniel Jones to Colt McCoy. Is there a drop-off, Peter?
I think there's definitely a drop-off the way that Daniel Jones had been playing. He had not been turning it over at the same rate that he was. He was playing with confidence. He's got the ability to play outside the pocket. And again, look, I'm not saying he's a top 10 NFL quarterback, but I think he was really starting to play at the level that the Giants feel they need to make that long-term commitment to him. And look, Colt McCoy, if you don't play for a long time, you're going to be rusty, but he was RG3 like rusty. And I don't think you want to go into your game in Seattle if there's a chance. And Mike, look, last night on Channel 4, the NBC affiliate in New York, they had a little bit of tape on Daniel Jones throwing on a side field yesterday and moving around on a side field at Giants practice. And he actually looked pretty good, surprisingly good. So I don't know whether there's a chance he's going to play in this game or not. You would think not. But, because, look, all he's going to do in a game that they're unlikely to win anyway is probably aggravate that injury. I always love when coaches and GMs and teams say, well, the trainer said he couldn't hurt it any worse. It was, if we're not going to play him, if he's got a chance to get hurt any worse than he is, it's a hamstring. It needs time to heal. And look, I doubt sincerely that this is a riskless venture for the New York Giants if they played Daniel Jones at Seattle. That's why it's probably wise to not play him, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah, there's a line that if you cross it with a hamstring strain, it grabs its back, and it can be worse than it was depending upon how hard you pull on that muscle. Anybody that's ever had that, and I've had it, it is hell. You have just got to get off of it for multiple weeks until it's back to normal. And then even when you think it's back to normal, it may not be back to normal. Colt McCoy, anything but a normal career, Peter. He was the guy in Cleveland for his first 2 years. Started 13 games in 2011. No starts anywhere in 2012 or 2013. 4 starts in 2014 in Washington. No starts 2015, 2016, 2017. He had 2 in 2018 in Washington. 1 in 2019 in Washington, and he could get his first start as a member of the Giants. It's just a testament to the idea that, you don't have to be a great quarterback to make NFL money and spend a decade in the league, even though you never play all that much. There's a role out there for the backup quarterback who rarely plays, and, yeah, it's probably a better job than what the alternative would be.
Look, RG3 is learning it right now. If you're a good guy inside the team, and you work hard, you support the starter, you do everything you can in your team, you can make $2 million a year for a long time. What other job can you have in life where you're off for 5 months a year and you make $2 million? Now, again, I don't know what RG3 makes, I'm guessing, but that's about what he makes, I'm sure. The point is that those jobs are great jobs to have. Plus, you know that at some point during the course of a year, there's probably a, I don't know, 40, 50, 60% chance that you're going to play meaningful snaps in a game, and so you better be ready. And so that, to me, is what Colt McCoy is facing. And look, I don't think he's going to go out and beat Seattle, but he's a professional, so who knows?
The ultimate proof that this week was one of the craziest we've experienced for the NFL.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.